Joan Galloway lives in Devon and is the proud owner of a 1938 Morris 8, which she bought back in 1940 for the tidy sum of £65. Now a sprightly 80-something, Joan still enjoys taking her Morris out for a spin and still remembers the day she bought it.
Well, I was in the ATS, the Auxiliary Territorial Service, and I was moved down to Slough, stationed at Slough, and my parents lived at Maidenhead, just nearby, and my father was very ill, and so I wanted a car to get from A to B in my leave-out time, and I just found her in a Slough garage. I mean, I didn't think anything very special about her those days.
Over the years, the car has become a special part of Joan's life.
She's always been very much a working car, and not sort of all done up and expensive and posh like you see them at rallies. After the war, my husband was headmaster of a prep school in Salisbury, and we just always kept her as a second car. When she was 50 years old, we went round Britain and did over 3,000 miles and raised over £3,000 for guide dogs. And that took us about 7 weeks. And we went on all the smallish roads we could find. And we only went on motorways twice for a very short while. And each time she broke something, so she didn't like it. I don't like driving her on motorways. I always feel I'm going to get squashed. But let's say, the smaller the road, the more I enjoy it, really. Except when I can't get up the hill.
The Morris 8 has been on many trips around Britain and even Europe, and has taken part in quite a few rallies. Recently, Joan took a trip up to Cumbria with her good friend, Rose.
We sort of took it in turns to drive and navigate.
That's right.
The car had been very, very well serviced by Morris beforehand. He literally turned the whole thing over, didn't he, to check everything.
It was very good.
And we had spare tools, didn't we, which Robert gave you.
Yes. We
didn't
fairly self-supporting.
Yes, I don't think we had any spare petrol though, did we?
Oh yes, I always have one gallon, two gallons in the back.
I can't remember.
Do you remember coming down that hill and you said, do you think we ought to put up the hood?
Oh yes.
And I said no, because you'll get wetter putting up the hood than you will going
That's
fast.
right.
And we went like a streak of lightning.
Well, it was across the moor, wasn't it?
Yes.
It was the last day.
It was the last day, and we had pouring with rain, didn't it?
Yeah.
But we didn't get very wet until we had to stop for petrol.
No, this little
because we were running out of petrol.
Marvellous. That's right, we nearly ran out of petrol.
Yeah, that's right. That was another of our excitements.
Another person who has grown up with the car is Maurice Blight. He's looked after the car with regular MOTs and servicing for over 30 years.
I first worked on the car in 1970 when I took over the garage, and obviously been looking after it ever since. It's simple, this side valve engine. You haven't got all this electronic gear and electrics, etc., which is so good at letting people down these days. This is why it's so reliable, because it's straightforward, simple. It's built on a chassis. The chassis is in perfect order, not rusted out or anything like that. Mechanically, it's perfectly all right, and you can get all the parts. You know, there's no problems. Some of them are a bit expensive, but you can get them.
So, with Joan still enjoying that classic motoring experience of her beloved Morris 8, not to mention having a thirst for a spot of adventure, we're next for the travelling duo.
Well, in a couple of years' time we might do it again.
Might do it again.
Yes. All
Right,
right.
I'll book you to take me
Yes.
to... Hey, I don't know where we're going, but we'll go somewhere.
We might do the same again.
Oh, no, I get you much more exact.
Oh, are you?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Oh, right.